Let's talk the names. Why don't we remember them? I know last year Frank and Bill didn't even think I was in the company with them, but I bought some photographs to make sure that I was there. But it's a shame, really, because we served with these guys, and we just don't remember their names. Some of their faces, but not their names. I remember right before I went out of the field, Captain Hicks said to me, he said, break in this guy. And I broke him in. Told him to take his time. I said, we got to do a year here. We can't do it fast, do it slow. And 10 days later, I visited him in the hospital. I don't remember his name. And you know, that stuff, you know, it comes out later on. Because for 45 years, all I did was run and run and run and run and run. But I had my first VA experience this year. Guys, a couple of my buddies passed away, went to the viewing, and they said, Jim, you were numb? You had heart problems? Did you ever go to the VA? I said, no. They said, go down to the VA. I said, no, I can't do that. They said, just do it. So I waited. Finally, my wife said, why don't you go down? And I did. It was a great experience. It really was a great experience. So it's hard for me to hear the stories about the shredding and all that when all I had was a good experience, and within 45 days, I think I got that VA compensation that I didn't want. But I don't know if it's, how can we help our veterans? How can we talk to them and reach them? I spoke to a few of these about my experience in Washington, D.C. with the Walter Reed Army Hospital. If anybody remembers when they were having all the problems down there with the facility. I went to a Vietnam veteran, Chuck Hagel, and I talked to the senator at the time, and I told him, I says, look, we'll go in and we'll do the work for nothing. We'll put the drywall up, we'll paint it, we'll do whatever has to be done, put new windows in it. And he said, Jim, he says, it ain't gonna work. Now, he was a Republican. I don't want to be political, but I'm gonna tell you what he told me. He says, get a Democrat, and me and the Democrat will go to the White House, and we'll try to do something. So I did. I went and I got Hillary. So Hillary and him agreed to sponsor it. Went to the White House, and it died. Because they didn't want us to take credit for fixing up a mistake. And I said, you know, this country's really screwed up. And how are we going to fix it? Well, I think we have to tell the politicians. And I was in politics my whole life, Washington, D.C. I was talking to one of our brothers, Bill Clee, and he was very, second platoon, very upset because of, he went to the VA and they gave him the runaround. I said, well, look, Bill, I said, what do you register? He said, I'm registered Republican. I said, okay. Change your registration. Go see Tammy Duckworth, your congresswoman.